points in that semifinal victory. Davis Dubert, a 6'2" sophomore, and also another threat to score the three from outside, a guard, a 5'7" senior, Lyndon Hake. And this should be a dandy of a basketball game again. The Wildcats of Wallace County looking for revenge as the players shake hands with the opposing coaches and the officials. And the officials for this game, by the way, will be Robert Fossum. There's Lance Bergman shaking hands with Larry O'Connor, the two head coaches. But again, the officials for today's game, Robert Fossum, David Johnson, and Tim Rosenhagen. Lance Bergman looking for a big sweep here for the St. John Beloit Tipton community as the girls won earlier this afternoon the state championship game in Class 1A Division II as they defeated the Moscow Wildcats. And there's Larry O'Connor. His team got here a year ago. They got down early against the Blue Jays and then made a great comeback, only to fall short in that title game, 60-58. So the rematch is ready to go in the championship game of the Class 1A Division II championship. And here we go. The Blue Jays of St. John's will start with possession as Michael Smith wins the opening tip. On the right side is Trey Dubert. Again, Dubert, a huge game in the semifinals with 27. Maybe the most talented player in the tournament. And just as we talk about him, in the lane with a nice turnaround. And on the board early, the Blue Jays out to a 2-0 lead. Wallace County, Yvonne Montez in the lane, the spin, this one-handed shot, not there. Here comes Trey Dubert. Dubert really good in transition because he can handle the ball and he's very smooth at getting down the court. Blue Jays looking to take this early lead. They got the 2-0 lead. And Trey Dubert for three, not there. Rebound comes down to Eric Gefeller. You know, Wallace County has not played a close game in this tournament. Won by 24 in their opening game against Fowler. They won by 18 in the semifinals against Caldwell, 78-60. Still haven't scored yet as Michael Smith comes down with the rebound. Blue Jays with the basketball. Davis Dubert, now to Trey Dubert out here. 2-0 early lead for the Blue Jays of St. John Beloit Tipton. Again, looking for their second straight state championship. Also looking for their second championship for the school as the girls won earlier today here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. And Trey Dubert picking up that loose ball, nearly lost it, and then comes back up with it and scores again. He has four early, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Blue Jays. Wallace County with the basketball. Grady Hammer down low. Now inside the lane, Eric Gefeller, and then the follow from Luke Shim. Luke Shim had a nice game in the semifinals, making some big shots inside the lane. He's got that nice left-handed release. 4-2 now, so lead down. They cut that lead to 2 early in this game, just under 6 minutes to go. Pass down low to Davis Dubert. Can't hit the turnaround, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound, and that foul will go against St. John's. And that'll be the first foul of the game. First team foul, obviously. That'll be against Davis Dubert. Grady Hammer out front with the basketball. Nate Kling, and then the hands off. Now to Hammer. Hammer can't hit the shot. The driving layup. A little too hard off the glass. And now the Blue Jays throw it away. Yvonne Montez taking it into the hoop on Michael Smith. Little Euro step and into the lane and into the basket. Nice bucket by Yvonne Montez. A great move. And this game is tied early, 4-4. Yvonne Montez, his first 2 of the game. Dubert, the turnaround. He's tough to guard. And Montez fouls him. So Trey Dubert drawing the foul there. First team foul in this game against Wallace County, Sharon Springs Wildcats. And Trey Dubert at the line to shoot his first free throws of this game. He has the 5 points. He has all 5 of his team's points in this game. And again, he was just terrific in the semifinal victory over Central Christian. Really, from the very beginning of that game, you could see it in his eyes. He wanted to take charge, and he did. And he's taking charge right now, as it is Trey Dubert 6, Wallace County 4. Luke Shim, the lefty, that's sweet. Luke Shim for 2. He has 4 in this game. It's all tied up once again, 6-6. Trey Dubert trying to break that pressure in the backcourt. There's Davis Dubert, the sophomore, inside to Michael Smith, the 6'6" postman. He can't hit the shot. Right there with the follow is Parker Gates. Parker Gates with 2, and it's an 8-6 advantage for the Blue Jays. Grady Hammer, Yvonne Montez. Montez has 2 in this game. Luke Shim, Nate Kling with his hands on the ball, and he is tough. Nate Kling. He had 25 points in his team's 78-60 victory over Caldwell in the semifinals. He was terrific in that game. Watch out, he gets it going. All right, for the Blue Jays on the other end, Gabe Kling, excuse me. That is Lyndon Hake throwing it up and not making it. Another miss on the other end. Now Trey Dubert's going to push it up for the Blue Jays. Dubert taking it himself, throws the ball, and that ball knocked away by Wallace County. So Blue Jays will retain possession. Michael Smith comes out of the game. There he goes to the bench. And replacing him for the Blue Jays is Andrew Eilert, a 6'2" senior. All right, Parker Gates out front. Lyndon Hake. Lyndon Hake, we've seen him make some big threes in this tournament. Trey Dubert, always want to get the ball in his hands. Get that great spinning move, and he'll get in the lane. He likes to pull up. And there it is. Trey Dubert gets the roll. He is on fire. 8 points. 8 of his team's 10 now. Back to a 2-point lead with the Blue Jays, 10-8. And Luke Shim, the lefty from the free throw line. Luke. Cool hand, Luke, with 6 points early. 10-10. We're back to a tie here in the first quarter. Pretty fast pace in this game. Lyndon Hake with the 3 off the front of the rim. Yvonne Montez with the rebound. And here come the Wildcats. Yvonne Montez, he likes to shoot the 3, not there. And the rebound comes down to Parker Gates. Gates, long court pass the other way to Trey Dubert. Dubert crosses over. The 3 from Lyndon Hake, not there. And Luke Shim up for the rebound. Nice rebound from Shim. Shim with 6 points in this game. Still the ball. Now he gets it out to Hammer. Hammer to Yvonne Montez. Montez for 3, and it's good. Yvonne Montez, that's 5 in this game in the first quarter. Boy, a fast pace, and both teams scoring the basketball. 13-10. Now the Wildcats on top. Their first lead. Trey Dubert pulls up again. Oh, he's just terrific. Trey Dubert now with 10 points in the game. 13-12. Wildcats on top. Luke Shim again this time. He doesn't hit anything, air ball, and try to save it from going out of bounds. And wow, they say he got it. That was Nate Kling saving it. And he saved it off Parker Gates, and they said Gates was standing out of bounds and the ball hit him. So it will be Wildcat basketball. Wallace County taking it out inbounds. Look out for Yvonne Montez, that left side. He was wide open, but they don't find him. Now set up the offense. Into the game now, running out the point out there. That's Cody Allen, the 5'9" junior. And they try to go inside, and that ball knocked out of bounds again, and the Wildcats will retain possession. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of the championship game, the Class 1A Division II state championship. Is Lance Bergman again, head coach, St. John's Beloit, looking for his second straight state title. Yvonne Montez looking for another 3, misses badly. And the rebound comes down to Mason Eilert into the game. Davis Dubert on that left wing between the legs. That's a 3. That's a good 3. Davis Dubert. He's the second leading scorer on this team, right behind his older brother Trey. Always keeping pace, and that's always a good thing for St. John's if those two can keep pace with each other. And we've got an and one. If the shot counts, that's going to be Spencer Medina taking it strong, and he is fouled. Foul against Andrew Eilert. Called a block on there. And that's going to send Spencer Medina, 6'2" junior, to the line to shoot the free throw and try to complete a 3-point play here and break a 15-15 tie. And in and out, so we'll remain knotted at 15. Minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Davis Dubert pulls up again. Shot blocked by Nate Kling. No, a foul. Nate Kling whistled for the personal foul. Now send Davis Dubert to the line to shoot 2. That's the kind of game we expected. We really expected a great basketball game in these two teams, evenly matched as Davis Dubert hits the front end. It's the first of the two-shot foul. There's Larry O'Connor, the head coach of Wallace County. Davis Dubert has his team up by 2, 17-15. He has 4 points. Cody Allen pushing it up, going to set the offense up for the Wildcats. Allen down low. Now to Kling. Kling is tough inside. Can't hit the shot, though. Oh, a lot of white shirts. But how about the hustle from Nate Kling? Gets it back out to his teammate, Gabe Kling, his brother, and Gabe loses the basketball. The Blue Jays with the basketball, kind of spreading it out. Parker Gates. It's Trey Dubert. Dubert, the lob inside, not there. As Mason Eilert shot just a little too much on the baseline. Ivan Montez on that left side. Montez. And now Cody Allen, long three-pointer. Boy, we've seen a lot of long three-pointers in this tournament. Boys and girls, nobody afraid to shoot it. And we've seen a lot of them go in, so why not? Trey Dubert. He's going to throw one up. Pull up and shoots. Nate Kling gets the loose ball, and Nate Kling loses the ball out of bounds. Looked like it went off his leg. Larry O'Connor did not like that call. He's arguing over there a little bit with the official, Tim Rosenhagen. Some St. John's fans and wearing that royal blue. The Blue Jays. Parker Gates. Davis Dubert now running the show out front. Gives it off to his brother Trey. Not sure when they named Trey if they had the three-point line in mind or not, but that's his name, Trey Dubert. He can shoot from about anywhere, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play here from Dodge City's United Wireless Arena. And it's a good one in the championship game of this Class 1A Division II basketball championship. St. John Blue Jays leading the Wallace County Wildcats 17-15. We're back with the second quarter right after this.
Time. It feels like we can never have enough. Never enough time to spend with the kids, to finish one more job, or just put your feet up. At Lewis Automotive, we understand that your time is precious. When you visit any of our dealerships in Dodge City, Garden City, or Hayes, whether it's getting an oil change or buying a new car, we'll make sure that the process is quick and easy, so you can get back to living. Lewis Automotive, sharing your time since 1977.
At Dodge City Community College, success starts here. Ranked among America's 50 most affordable community colleges with more than 60 programs of study, DC3 helps you make your dreams a reality and to do it with less debt. You can graduate from DC3 and go straight into the workforce or transfer to a four-year school to continue your education. At Dodge City Community College, we put the needs of the students first. Every successful person had to start somewhere. Take the first step and enroll today. Dodge City Community College, where your success starts here.
Back to action to start the second quarter of the championship game. And a steal immediately. The Blue Jays come up with it. And Trey Dubert, who else, takes it all the way in the lane. And I think we have a foul. Let's see if that's going to count. Was that before the shot? Dubert got it in off the glass. Foul against Ivan Montez. His second personal. And that shot did count. It's a 19-15 lead. The Blue Jays. So and one, and Dubert makes it. Trey Dubert now with 13 points in the basketball game. Off to a terrific start. Luke Shim on the other end. Shim, the lefty, kind of shot that with the right hand and misses. And it will be on the ball going out of bounds. It will be St. John's basketball. The Blue Jays with possession. And now a 5-point lead, 20-15. Dubert on the other end. This time Dubert kind of fighting to keep a handle on it. Gets it to Davis Dubert in the lane. Jump stop, no good. And off the front of the rim. Here comes Nate Kling. Kling is good in this situation. Kling with a head fake and off the glass and in. Nate Kling with his fourth point of the game. In the backcourt, trying to fight that pressure. Dubert called for the offensive foul right in front of us here. at the table on the near sideline. Nate Kling drawing the personal. So Trey Dubert, his first personal foul. And the 13th foul against the Blue Jays here in the first half. Really a clean game, not a lot of fouls, and as far as turnovers, just one turnover for Sharon Springs or Wallace County in the first quarter. While in the for Beloit, they only had 2. And now another 2-pointer for Luke Shim. Shim now with 8 points in the game. The lead, the Wildcats in scoring. He is warming up. 20-19. Blue Jays on top by 1. Will make it 3 as Lyndon Haken open underneath, and they find him. Got to keep my head up. This pace is picking up. Keep my eye on the ball. It's Kling. Nice take to the hoop. Nate Kling. Another bucket. He has 6 in the game. All right, out front, Davis Dubert trap. Crosses over to Trey Dubert in front of the Wildcat bench. And then on the baseline, that shot might have been blocked. It's an air ball regardless. And now here comes Luke Shim leading the charge. Grady Hammer. Hammer in the lane, dishes out to Kling. Kling the reverse layup, they couldn't convert. Nice move, but he couldn't finish. Trey Dubert pushing it up. Dubert's going to pull up from about 15 and double clutches, and then a late whistle. They're going to call a foul. Looked like Yvonne Montez might have got a block, a hand on the ball, but instead Yvonne Montez picks up his 3rd personal foul. So he's in a little foul trouble here already, and he'll have to go to the bench. And Trey Dubert at the line to shoot the 2 free throws. Yes. Dubert now 14 points in the game. And he can make another free throw. 4 for 5 at the line, Trey Dubert. What a terrific basketball player. And again, not to slight anybody else in this tournament, there's a lot of good players, but Trey Dubert, most likely the most talented individual player in the tournament. He's terrific. He can handle the ball. He can really shoot. Luke Shim, he can shoot. He misses, though, and the rebound comes down to Mason Eilert. The Blue Jays up by 3, 24-21 with the basketball. Lyndon Hake, the 3, that's not there. Grady Hammer, the one-handed rebound. Here comes Hammer. Hammer pushing out to the right side. Cody Allen. Shim, top of the key. Shim will take it in. And Hammer. Hammer misses everything there. And Mason Eilert again with the rebound. Ball just fell to him. And Trey Dubert bringing it up. They love to have the ball in his hands, and why not? Because he can do so much. Like this, he pulls up, this time too short. Dubert saves it. Lyndon Hake to Davis Dubert. Davis Dubert between his legs. And we're going to have a traveling cause. He took that extra step. Sometimes they let that go and they call it the Euro step. That time they didn't. They called it traveling. A turnover for the Blue Jays of St. John's. Beloit tipped it. Trying to win their 2nd straight 1A Division II state championship. Grady Hammer, the head fake on the baseline. And we're going to have an offensive foul as he runs over Mason Eilert, who is pumped up. Eilert draws the charge. Grady Hammer draws his first personal foul. The 15th foul against the Wildcats of Wallace County. Wallace County, Sharon Springs, out in far western Kansas, right up next to the Colorado border. Making the trip to Dodge City to take on the team from Beloit-Tipton, St. John's. And how about Lyndon Hake? A little leg kick jumper in the lane. Hake, 4 points. 5-point lead now for the Blue Jays, 26-21. And a 3-point attempt, and it is good. Erica Feller, his first points of the game. 2-point lead now for St. John's. Mason Eilert, Lyndon Hake, Davis Dubert, the 3, and it's good. Davis Dubert, he has 7. 29-24, a 5-point advantage for the Blue Jays. This game, everything we expected. Close, back and forth. And now a steal. Mason Eilert. A little 2-on-1 situation. He's looking for Dubert. Now he shoots and scores. It counts. How about that? You'll see a lot of that from Mason Eilert, at least not in this tournament. He's got the leading scorer in his team over to his left. He takes it himself. Why not? He makes the basket and he gets fouled. It counts. Go to the line to try to complete the three-point play and put his team up by 8. This is their biggest lead of the game, 31-24. And not there, so it'll stay a 7-point advantage. 3.5 minutes, less than 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter of play, the first half. Championship game here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Class 1A Division II championship. And what a terrific game it has been, a terrific tournament. Luke Shim in the lane, that turnaround lefty. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Mason Eilert with the foul. It's been a big afternoon for the Eilert family of St. John's as Brenna Eilert led her girls team to the state championship. She was had a terrific game leading their team to the victory over Moscow. Luke Shim at the line as he made that first free throw, and the second one is perfect. So that's back to a 5-point lead now for the Blue Jays. They have the basketball. Trey Dubert with the ball. Dubert out front. Over 3 minutes left to go in the game. Davis Dubert's going to pull up on that right side, and that ball just won't go down. Cody Allen comes up with it. Pass down to Eric Gefeller. Gefeller on the baseline working the glass and in. Nice move by Eric Gefeller, his 5th point of the game. Under 3 to play in the first half. 3-point lead now for the Blue Jays. Wallace County will not go away in this game. You can bet that. This is too good of a team. And now Nate Kling with a steal, the save, and he gets it in to Eric Gefeller. Nate Kling with a tremendous defensive play there for Wallace County. The steal and then the save. Down low to Shim, the turnaround. Not there. She tries to go, goes over to Michael Smith, the big guy, and that ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off the Blue Jays. Looked like Parker Gates, the last one to touch it. For the Wildcats who have the ball. Luke Shim inbounded on the baseline. They'll stack it up down there. Eric Gefeller. Grady Hammer into Shim again, the turnaround, and oh, how about Michael Smith with a block? 6'6" Michael Smith comes down with the block shot, and then Trey Dubert to Davis. Dubert in the lane, looking, spinning, gets his man off his feet and puts it up and in. Nice move by Davis Dubert. Very patient in there, come up with that basket. He has 9 points now, and it's a 5-point lead now again for the Blue Jays. Under 2 minutes to play. Luke Shim, a little too hard. Him and Michael Smith really banging, talking to each other a little bit while going up and down. Now Shim is smiling. I don't know what's going on there. But Trey Dubert off to Michael Smith, and Michael Smith makes it off the glass and in. His first 2 of the game. 35-28. Back up to a 7-point lead with the Blue Jays. Shim. Grady Hammer taking it all the way in. He's fouled and it counts. Grady. No, wait, what do we? Yes. Thought we were walking the other way there for a second, but no. Grady Hammer will go to the line to try for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Nice take to the hoop from Hammer. In the game we saw him against Fowler, he was terrific. Kind of a real workhorse for this basketball team. He'll handle the ball out front. And does a lot of good things. Plays some hard-nosed defense. Can't convert the 3. Minute 15 left to go in the first half. 35-30. Blue Jays on top. Davis Dubert has that ball knocked away. Kinda maybe a little nonchalant for Davis Dubert in the lane, and had it knocked away. And Blue Jays will retain possession. Parker Gates will inbound it. It's out to Trey Dubert. Dubert's going to pull up from 15. Perfect. He has just got a pretty looking shot. Trey Dubert. 15 points in the game. 37-30. Blue Jays back up by 7, less than a minute to go in the lane, and that is Gabe Kling, 6'2" sophomore, and he is fouled on his way up by that man right there, Michael Smith. Michael Smith working hard inside. So Gabe Kling at the line to shoot 2 for the Wildcats of Wallace County. And he cannot hit the first one. A lot of blue in the arena today. Both teams obviously wearing blue and white, so if you're wearing blue, it's the correct color. Another miss on the free throw, and Davis Dubert comes down. The rebound goes high for that StatSat board. Parker Gates out front. Gates going to pull up about 12 feet. Not there. Here comes Grady Hammer. Hammer leading the charge with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. He'll take it all the way. Grady Hammer had his head up the entire way, his eyes looking at the floor, and saw that he had an avenue to the hoop and took it. Michael Smith down low. Smith working the baseline. Back to Trey Dubert, the 3. Not there. And the rebound comes down to Gabe Kling. 37-32. Wildcats. Here's Hammer again, taking it all the way, and this time he gets fouled. No basket, but he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Grady Hammer providing a little bit of a spark here late in the second quarter here, with just 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Grady Hammer at the line to shoot 2. And Hammer now with 5 points in this game, trying to get his team within 3, back within 3. They have trailed the entire game. Check that, they did lead. Blue Jays have led most of the game. It just seems like it. 5 seconds, and Davis Dubert probably get that last shot. Now he's trapped, gets it off to Trey Dubert. Dubert the 3, and good defense there by Nate Kling. And that's going to be the end of the first half of play, and what a good one we have with a championship game here in Dodge City at the United Wireless Arena. The Class 1A Division II State Basketball Championship. St. John's Beloit Tipton leading the Wallace County Wildcats 37-33. We're back with more after this.
Back in 1977, gas cost 65 cents a gallon, and Jim and Tanya Lewis opened Lewis Toyota in Dodge City. Some things change, but some things never do. Lewis Automotive Group now has 7 locations, selling multiple brands. But they still do business like they did in 1977, with an honest handshake, friendly staff, and service after the sale. Experience the Lewis difference in Dodge City, Garden City, or Hayes, or at buylewis.com.
Coaching the Dodge City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was one misstep, and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashvack at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning, went into surgery that afternoon, and was home by dinner. Not only does Dr. Ashvack keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game. So take it from me and follow the law. Think Western Plains first.
And welcome back to United Wireless Arena. I'm Leon Lieb on the broadcast today, and we're having a lot of fun covering this Class 1A Division II Basketball Championship here in the Cowboy capital of the world, Dodge City, Kansas. And at halftime of our championship game on the boys' side, it is St. John's Beloit Tipton leading Wallace County Wildcats 37-33, and we expected a good game, and we've got one. This action was fast and furious, and back and forth they went. How about Trey Dubert coming off that big performance in the semifinals? He is tough. And then Luke Shim trying to keep his team in it early with the left-hander inside. Trey Dubert, by the way, with 17 points in this game. His younger brother Davis 10. Very consistent, those two, as they are the 2 leading scorers, and it always seems like it's the same way every game. Trey Dubert is your leading scorer, but right behind him is Davis. And again, 2 very good basketball teams. Nate Kling with a strong take right there. Kling 6 points in the first half. And there's Dubert again with a nice shooter's touch. What a terrific basketball player he is. And Luke Shim showing some touch from outside. Got that nice left-handed. Here's Dubert again, pulling up from about 15, making it look easy. And the Blue Jays have controlled the lead most of this game. But again, Wallace County hanging in there as we expected, as this is the rematch from last year's championship game when St. John's won. And There's some more highlights from the second quarter as Nate Kling. I expect to see a little more of him offensively in the second half. Maybe we'll see a little more Luke Shim as well. And how about Grady Hammer? He's had some strong takes to the hoop. Here's a Lyndon Hake, the little man inside the little leg kick jumper. But see, Lyndon Hake has just 4 points, but he's always a spark plug for this basketball team. Leading the way scoring is Luke Shim with 10 for the Wallace County Wildcats. Again, they are the #2 seed coming into this tournament. It's just like they drew it up because it's #2 against #1, challenging the top seed, the Blue Jays of St. John Beloit Tipton, looking for back-to-back titles. Now, a year ago, again, the Blue Jays defeated the Wildcats in the title game 60-58. And when these two teams came to Dodge City, Wildcats immediately were talking about they were hoping for a chance at revenge in this championship game, and they have the opportunity. Now they just have 2 more quarters to play as they are down by 4. 37-33, the Blue Jays on top as Grady Hammer, hard-nosed youngster for Wallace County with that strong take to the hoop. And that's how it stands at halftime here at this championship game in Dodge City, the Class 1A Division II state basketball tournament. St. John's Beloit Tipton leading 37-33 over the Wallace County Wildcats. We expect a tremendous second half, and we'll have much more with that coming up after this.
Coaching the Dodge City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was one misstep and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashvack at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning, went into surgery that afternoon, and was home by dinner. Not only does Dr. Ashvack keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game. So take it from me and follow the law. Think Western Plains first.
For a true taste of the old Wild West, get the heck into Dodge. For entertainment at its best, get the heck into Dodge. Walk out on old Boot Hill, you can feel the spirit still, but you just won't know until you get the heck into Dodge.
Saddle up and enjoy the ride during Dodge City Days. It's concerts, food, and fun, capped off by the world-famous Dodge City Roundup PRCA Rodeo.
'Cause there ain't no doubt about it, get the heck into Dodge.
Time. It feels like we can never have enough. Never enough time to spend with the kids, to finish one more job, or just put your feet up. At Lewis Automotive, we understand that your time is precious. When you visit any of our dealerships in Dodge City, Garden City, or Hayes, whether it's getting an oil change or buying a new car, we'll make sure that the process is quick and easy, so you can get back to living. Lewis Automotive, sharing your time since 1977.
Back here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas, as we're about ready to start the second half of the championship game of this 1A Division II state tournament. In St. John's, the Blue Jays with a 4-point advantage, 37-33, and the Blue Jays will start the second half with possession of the basketball. Trey Dubert. Dubert with 17 points in the first half. Looking for more right here. Fights his way in and throws up a shot in the lane. Not there, and the rebound comes down to Luke Shim. Here comes Grady Hammer for the Wildcats of Wallace County. Yvonne Montez back in the game. He's in a little foul trouble. He's got 3 in this game. Montez. Here's Shim. Shim forcing one up, but the rebound. Nate Kling back to Shim, and Shim this time connects. Nice play by Nate Kling. Nate Kling. He is a hustler out there for this team. And Luke Shim now with 12 points. And it is a 2-point basketball game. Blue Jays leading 37-35. Davis Dubert outside of the basketball. Looking for a state championship, one of these teams. Blue Jays looking for back-to-back titles. Davis Dubert, his shot not there. Might have forced that one. Grady Hammer, set the offense up. Trying to tie this game or maybe take the lead. Hammer taking it inside. Throws one up off the glass. Not there. Guarded pretty well. And then Michael Smith brings it down. And Smith's looked like he might have been fouled, but no. They call a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to the Wildcats. So they'll have the basketball underneath their own goal. And Grady Hammer gets it into that left side corner, and the Nate Kling, the 3. And how about that? The Wildcats of Wallace County have taken the lead 38-37. They start off with a 5-0 run here in the second half. And the Wallace County fans fired up about this one. Trey Dubert with the basketball. Dubert's going to take the 3. Not there. And really, maybe some ill-advised shots here to start the second half for the Blue Jays. Now Dubert, some good hustle on the other end, knocks the ball out of bounds, and it goes right in the trash can. And now we're going to have a timeout on the court. Timeout, Blue Jays. As the Wildcats of Wallace County kind of fired up right now. They'll have the basketball out of bounds, leading 38-37. Can't believe that ball went right in the trash can. Anyway, Luke Shim, look at that muscling his way up. He's lefty. Takes it on the right side of the goal with the left hand. As Nate Kling came up with a good hustle. And then Nate Kling gets some points himself, the 3. And it's a 5-0 start for the Wildcats here in the second half, and they lead 38-37. And they'll have the basketball and a lot of momentum. Their fans on their feet right behind us here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Class 1A Division II state championship. It's been a terrific tournament. A great week of basketball starting on Wednesday. Girls and boys. And now the final game, the boys championship. Grady Hammer out front. And Nate Kling gets his man off his feet. Kling, though, can't hit. But Luke Shim comes down with a rebound. Kling looking to take it out. Now Yvonne Montez, the 3. It's in there. Yvonne Montez, his second 3 of the game. He has 8 points in the game. And it's a 41-37 lead. This is the Wildcats' biggest advantage of this game here in the second half. Remember, they have not had a close game in this tournament. Won by 24. They won by 18 in the semifinals. First time they trailed at halftime. Now they lead. But Parker Gates fighting for A basket down low, and now we have a foul, and that will go against Wallace County as Michael Smith was fouled. The big man, 6'6" senior Grady Hammer whistled for the foul, and they get it in. Michael Smith with 2. That's a big basket. They're finally on the board here in the second half, and it's a 2-point lead, 41-39. Nate Kling, the 3, not there. Rebound, Davis Dubert. And we got a traveling call in the lane as Trey Dubert maybe a little frustrated here to start the second half. Remember, 17 points in the first half. He has missed a couple shots early and now turns the ball over. Wildcats spreading it now. Nate Kling. Little pump fake, gets his own rebound. Man, this kid hustles. And off the glass, not there, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul against Michael Smith, and that'll be the his first foul. And Kling misses the front end of this 2-shot foul. Nate Kling with 9 points in the game, but boy, he does so many other things with this team, especially the hustle and going after loose balls and rebounding. And Kling has his team up by 3, 42-39. Early in the third. Blue Jays of St. John. Parker Gates. Here's Trey Dubert. That's a 3, and that's a good 3. Perfect. Well, we were talking about maybe he was a little frustrated after missing some shots. Not anymore. That was perfect. Swish. And we're all tied up again. 42-42. Kling strong to the hoop, and this time he's going to be called for the charge. An offensive foul against Nate Kling. Kling, a very strong young man, and he tries to take advantage of that as he muscles his way inside, and that time a little too much as he knocks over the defender and draws the charge. And Blue Jays now have a chance to take back the lead. This game tied 42-all. Trey Dubert. Davis Dubert. Trey Dubert always looking to shoot, and he's going to. No good. Rebound. Grady Hammer. Hammer pushing the ball up. Hammer. He can take it to the hoop. This time not there, but Michael Smith can't hold on to the basketball on the rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds as Parker Gates helps the big man off the floor. Michael Smith will sit down. As into the game, Andrew Eilert, 6'2" senior, giving Michael Smith a rest as Lance Bergman. And good hustle young man. Wildcats inbounding the ball. Yvonne Montez immediately looks at that rim as he can shoot the 3. Man in his face. Nate Kling on the baseline. Kling dishes back out. Yvonne Montez the 3. Not there. Here come the Blue Jays. Again, game tied 42-42. Just over 3.5 left in the third quarter. This title game. Davis Dubert splits the defenders. Oh, he almost split that one to go down. He is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul against Luke Shim for Wallace County. That's his first personal. And third team foul here in the second half against the Wildcats. Davis Dubert hits the first free throw. Dubert 2 for 2 from the line in this game. He now has 11 points, the sophomore, the younger brother of Trey. Mason Eilert, who gave the Blue Jays some valuable minutes in the first half back into the game. Some good hustle and drawing a charge and scored a bucket. And both free throws good. So the Blue Jays of St. John back up on top. 44-42. There's Nate Kling. Nate Kling, a little change of pace dribble. Luke Shim. Shim taking it all the way, and a blocking foul down low called against Andrew Eilert. So Luke Shim will go to the line to shoot 2. We have seen Shim a lot more offensive minded the last 2 nights, really going to the hoop trying to score. So Luke Shim will go to the line to shoot 2. Again, that foul against Andrew Eilert, his second, and Shim misses the first free throw. Shim's got a nice touch of that left-handed shot. A lot of fans here making the trip to Dodge City out west for this state championship game. And Shim makes the second, and so it's back to a 1-point advantage for the Blue Jays, as Luke Shim now with 13 points. Trey Dubert. Parker Gates called for traveling. Good defense there from Yvonne Montez, really causing some havoc, maybe forcing Parker Gates to make that mistake. So Wallace County Wildcats looking to take back the lead, down by 1, 44-43. Jim Kling this time nearly throws it away as Grady Hammer rescues it. And Kling might be trying to do a little too much as he takes it to the baseline. Now, host of substitutions, 3 new players into the lineup for Wallace County. That includes Cody Allen, number 10. Gabe Kling is back into the game. And here's Nate Kling for the 3, and he hits. Well, I said he's trying to do a little too much. Why not do a lot when you make those? Nate Kling now with 13 points. That 3 has his team back up by 2. 46-44. Less than 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Trey Dubert looking for something. Throws inside. Mason Eilert, the nice catch over everybody. And Eilert for the turnaround. He has 4 points. Mason Eilert. Terrific play by him. Grady Hammer. Cody Allen. Allen in a little bit of trouble. Kling will always be looking to take it to the hoop. Kling with Parker Gates guarding. Here's Spencer Medina into the game, and Medina, his shot not there. He had a good look, so he took it in. All tied up, 46 all, less than 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Blue Jays trying to take back the lead. Mason Eilert, a little high post. And turns around and shoots it from 15. Not there. Rebound. Wildcats. Grady Hammer pushing it up a little bit. Hammer. Cody Allen had a notion. Head fake, takes it in and throws up kind of a wild shot. Not there at all. And Trey Dubert picks up the ball. Dubert will work it up court. A little over a minute left now in the third quarter. Dubert, he has been terrific in this game. 20 points. And we're going to foul on the rebound. That's against Nate Kling. Check that. Gabe Kling, which is good for good for the Wildcats because Nate Kling has a couple fouls already. So Andrew Eilert at the line and connects on the first one, gives his team a 1-point advantage, 47-46. Again, there's some of the members of the girls team that just won the state championship for St. John's Beloit this afternoon. Gabby Smith leading the cheers, and some other girls. We have Samantha Hollerich as well. Again, they won the title over Moscow earlier today. St. John's Beloit looking for the sweep. Spencer Medina, though, trying to stop it. He ties the game up 48-48. Nice running one-handed shot by Spencer Medina. Under 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. We're all tied up 48 all. We expected a tight game. We've got a tight game. We've got a good game. 2 equally matched teams looking for the title. Trey Dubert shooting the 3, not there. Grady Hammer. Hammer likes to take it all the way. Let's see what he does here. Now he backs it up. Double team. And then Cody Allen the 3. Not there. Spencer Medina, another little running one-handed shot. Gets the touch. It's good. Spencer Medina. 2 consecutive baskets. 50-48. Wildcats on top. Trey Dubert at the buzzer. And he hits. And it counts. How about that? Trey Dubert now with 22 points. He's going to take a rest. That was terrific. And it's a 50-50 tie at the end of the third quarter. We're back with the final, the fourth quarter of the championship game, right after this.
For a true taste of the old Wild West, get the heck into Dodge. For entertainment at its best, get the heck into Dodge. Walk out on old Boot Hill. You can feel the spirit still, but you just won't know until you get to heck into Dodge.
Saddle up and enjoy the ride during Dodge City Days. It's concerts, food, and fun, capped off by the world-famous Dodge City Roundup PRCA Rodeo.
'Cause there ain't no doubt about it. Get the heck into Dodge.
Back here at United Wireless Arena, and what a fourth quarter we have set to go for this championship game, as we are all tied up 50-50. The Wildcats of Wallace County, Sharon Springs, the Blue Jays, the St. John's Beloit Tipton. They're looking for back-to-back titles. A rematch of last year's title game. Everybody's kind of got a little smile on their face in anticipation, because this is a good one. Trey Dubert with a 2 right at the buzzer to tie this game at the end of the third quarter. And Dubert, again, with 22 points in this basketball game with the basketball. Parker Gates on the left side. Boy, every possession now, every play, important. Every basket, Davis Dubert. Double team, still working it though. Trying, and then a fight with a rebound. And a scramble with that loose ball. Dubert comes up with it, puts it in. Davis Dubert hanging with it. He has 14, 52-50. Blue Jays back up by 2. Grady Hammer. Taking it down low and brings it out now. Spencer Medina can't hold on to it, and that ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. They haven't had a lot of turnovers in this game. Wildcats, was their 6th turnover. St. John's just 8 here in the fourth quarter, as we're just getting underway at the final quarter of play. The winner looking for the state title, the Class 1A Division II state championship. Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast today, and hope you've enjoyed it from United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Terrific championship. Terrific way to cap off a great tournament, boys and girls. Seen a lot of great basketball this week in Dodge City. Lob pass inside to Michael Smith and Trey Dubert. He can't connect. Luke Shim coming in strong for the rebound. Blue Jays looking to tie, take the lead if they can for 3. Shim will take it in the lane. The lefty off the glass, 2R. Tip, though, is right there. How about Spencer Medina? And he is fired up. Spencer Medina with 6 points. 52-52. And a 3-pointer from Davis Dubert. Not there. On the other end, Hammer trying to draw a foul, and he does. Grady Hammer taking it down to the hoop, getting the man off his feet, draws the foul, and there he is. Grady Hammer going to the line. Shoot 2. That foul against Davis Dubert is 2nd, and Grady Hammer gives his team a 1-point advantage. Mason Eilert back in the game. Again, Mason Eilert not playing a lot, but playing very well when he's in this basketball game. It's really sparked his team. And then Hammer hits both free throws, and it's a 2-point lead for the Wildcats of Wallace County. Trey Dubert will bring it up. Parker Gates setting up the offense out front. Man-to-man defense of the Wildcats of Sharon Springs. They like to get in your face. Nate Kling guarding Trey Dubert. And throws it off the hands of Mason Eilert. That pass maybe had a little too much on it. Eilert really frustrated. He couldn't hold on to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Wildcats, their biggest lead has been 4. They're up by 2 right now with the basketball. Spencer Medina, he's been terrific here in the second half. Now he loses the basketball. Eilert comes up with it. The Wildcats fail to take advantage of the Blue Jay turnover. They turn the ball over. Parker Gates. You always know Trey Dubert's going to have the ball in his hands at one point. Looking for a ball screen there from his brother Davis. And now nearly throws away, but Davis Dubert's going to take it in. Not there. Fight for the rebound. Mason Eilert came down with it. He is fouled. There's Eilert. He's fouled, so that ball will remain with the Blue Jays of St. John. And that foul against Luke Shim, his second personal. And yet another foul right away on the inbounds. And that foul against Spencer Medina, his first. 16 foul now against the Wildcats here. Fourth quarter. Trey Dubert, boy, they're all over him when he shot that ball. Good defense. Parker Gates backing it up. Gates nearly walked, but now nearly throws it away, and he does because Trey Dubert stepped on the line trying to save it. A little sloppy on both sides right now. 2 straight turnovers by the Blue Jays. And the Wildcats, they turned the ball over last time they had it. Let's see what they do here as they are trying to extend a slim 2-point advantage. 54-52. Nate Kling driving hard and then dishes off to Hammer. Hammer to Shem. Shem down low. Goes up. He's fouled. It counts. How about Luke Shem? I think Parker Gates was called for the foul. He didn't like it. I said Parker Gates, but actually it was Mason Eilert. And it is a 3-point play as Luke Shem converts. He has 16 in this game. Trey Dubert trying to get something to go. Boy, they've really started to put the clamps down on a little bit. But how about Davis Dubert? In and out. On the other end, Kling to Shem. Shem is fouled. Basket did not go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And they have found a bit of a formula right now, the Wildcats. And that is drive in the lane, try to draw a foul, or take the shot, or dish out to Luke Shem, because he seems to be open a lot. Shem for 2 free throws. He has not missed at the line. Now check that, he's missed once. 4 for 5, and now he'll have his 6th opportunity right here. And this is the biggest lead for Wallace County as he makes both. The Wildcats up by 7, 59-52. A little over 14 to go. And really a key in this second half here in the fourth quarter at least is the defense Nate Kling has been playing on Trey Dubert. Really harassing him, making him work just to get open. A lot of times they'll double down on Dubert. See if somebody else can step up for the Blue Jays and score. Parker Gates back out to Lindenhage. Mason Eilert. Ball was deflected, no travel. Now Davis Dubert takes it in, double team down low, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2, I believe. No. Yes, he will go to the line to shoot. Foul against Grady Hammer, by the way. His 3rd. Cody Allen goes out of the game for Wallace County. Head coach Larry O'Connor. And Davis Dubert at the line shooting the free throws. 15 points for the sophomore. And that cuts the lead back to 5. The Wildcats from Wallace County, 59, leading 59-54. A little under 4 minutes to play in the state championship game. Nate Kling crossing over, driving, off the glass and in. Nate Kling. He is a clutch basketball player. He has that mentality. He's going to take charge, take it over. Trey Dubert has that same mentality. Pulls up from 15 and hits. Trey Dubert, that's the big time right there, folks, big time. 61-56, a timeout on the court. Wildcats leading, there's Dubert. Loves to get in the lane and pull up. Got away from his man that time. That's terrific. Trey Dubert with 24 points in the game. Lance Bergman trying to get something going, perhaps on defense primarily, because the last few trips down, they've had some difficulty stopping the penetration from the Wildcats of Wallace County. They have just driven the ball in the lane. They've either taken it all the way or dished off. The last possession, we saw Nate Kling get his man off his feet and score. There he is, Trey Dubert for the Blue Jays of St. John Beloit. fun basketball player to watch. Now Grady Hammer bringing it up. Wildcats up by 5. Kling kills his dribble. Shim. Nothing there in the lane this time. Maybe they did change it down. Kling does get the drive, and well, he didn't finish. Boy, terrific take that time by Kling. Larry O'Connor wanted a foul. All right, Blue Jays trying to cut that lead again. 61-56. Dubert's going to take a long 3. Not there. And the rebound comes down to Eric Gefeller. Here comes Grady Hammer. Yvonne Montez, he'll throw up the 3. Yes, oh my, Yvonne Montez. I think I mentioned this earlier. Sometimes you kind of forget about Yvonne. He's a little quiet, and then he'll just come at you like an assassin with a huge 3-pointer. 64-56, 8-point lead now. Dubert's shot, fadeaway, not there. Grady Hammer with the rebound. Over 2 minutes left to go in the game. Wildcats going to settle it down a little bit. Larry O'Connor. Let's milk that clock. It's on our side. 8-point lead. Looking for the state championship. They lost it by 2 to the same team a year ago. Yvonne Montez. Now Montez loses it, but Kling comes back up with it. Well, that's a big turnover right there for the Blue Jays. They had a chance to come up with it. Hand off to Grady Hammer. He throws it away. Now he gets it back. And a timeout, Larry O'Connor. I had a feeling he might do that. It looked like they just all of a sudden got rather tentative. And you kind of wonder when they start working it outside like that and working the clock, not necessarily a stall game, but maybe out of their game a little bit, because they have been very aggressive in taking it to the hoop like that. As Shim and then Spencer Medina, how about his reaction on the follow tip? And then Shim again getting his man off his feet and scoring and 1. And then Nate Kling, nice shot there, getting his man off his feet and off the glass. And then Yvonne Montez. Hey, where have you been, Yvonne? Right here, shooting 3s. And he's got his team with an 8-point lead. 64-56, minute 41 to go. And there's the St. John's fans. A little bit concerned right now, obviously. As behind me are the fans from Sharon Springs and Larry O'Connor firing up his team. There's Yvonne Montez, that big 3-pointer he just had, and the Wildcat fans are on their feet. They are sensing a state championship with an 8-point lead, minute 41 to go in this game. Really trailed most of this game until in the fourth quarter. It was 50-50 at the end of 3. And they have kind of controlled the fourth, outscoring the Blue Jays 14-6. So not kind of controlled it, they have controlled it. Eric Gefeller. Now they are spreading it out. Maybe this is a tribute to the late Dean Smith, almost kind of a 4 corners. And now they get it inside, and Kling gets it up, but he didn't score, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Nate Kling, fouled by Trey Dubert, his 3rd. Kling at the line to shoot 2. And it's a 9-point advantage. Larry O'Connor still coaching. Those coaches never think anything's over until it is, so he's still concerned. Kling this time off the back of the rim. All right, the Blue Jays got to come back in them. They have to hurry up. They got some guys who can pop the 3, and Davis Dubert's going for 2. Dubert, though, can't hit. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound as Andrew Eilert went down hard on the floor. Still down. So Eilert limping and going slow to the free throw line. Here's the shot, Davis Dubert, and we'll see what happened here. Eilert fighting for it, fighting, and well, it just went down hard. Looked like on his back a little bit. But I think he's going to be okay as he is at the free throw line. Didn't recognize him there almost without the headband. And Eilert makes the first free throw. 65-57. And no good, so it's still a 8-point lead. Cody Allen in the backcourt. Again, Wallace County can take their time. They can't take their time getting the ball across the half-court line. Larry O'Connor a little concerned about that. Perhaps calls the timeout. I believe that's a 30-second timeout. It's Cody Allen. Looked like he was going to get trapped down there, and they called the quick timeout. 1 minute exactly to go in the basketball season for these two teams. What a terrific season it has been for both. And St. John Beloit Tipton Blue Jays 24-1 coming in to this championship game. Sharon Springs, Wallace County. Of course, they are the #2 seed. They were here a year ago. And they're 23-2 after their first 2 games in the state tournament. Looking to cap it off here, perhaps, with a state championship. These two teams so evenly matched. I mean, only 1 loss separates them total record-wise. A year ago, St. John Beloit Tipton, the Blue Jays won a 2-point game, 60-58, to win the state title in the 1A Division II state tournament. And now here in Dodge City, Kansas, where this tournament is moved for this year. Another great game. And Wallace County Wildcats, the big fourth quarter, looking to finish it off here as we're now under a minute, and we're going to have a quick foul in the backcourt as Eric Gefeller go to the line, shoot free throws. 1-and-1 situation, still not in the double bonus. So Eric Gefeller, who has 5 points in the game. 58 seconds to go. And now a 9-point lead for the Wildcats. 66-57, trying to increase their advantage to double digits right here. And they do. Looks like the Wildcats of Wallace County, Sharon Springs, are going to take a state championship trophy home to far western Kansas. But Trey Dubert, though, not going away. Hold on, everybody. Trey Dubert scores and is fouled. He'll try to convert the 3-pointer. So that 10-point lead could be cut down to 7. And it is. Boy, this is just an excellent basketball player. Another timeout on the court. It's going to be a long 51.3 seconds because the Blue Jays of St. John Beloit Tipton, they're not going away. They are the proud defending champions. Even though right now they're down by 7, 67-60. Most likely to be forced to foul quickly and hope there's some missed free throws and then get down and score quickly like they just did with Trey Dubert. Dubert with 27 points. Second straight game he has scored 27. Can't say it enough what a really basketball player he is to watch. And there's been some outstanding performances in this tournament. Earlier today in the consolation game. We saw a great individual performance as Caldwell Wildcats, or Caldwell Blue Jays won the third place game over the Central Christian Cougars. Right now, this is the championship game. And here we go back to action. So look for a quick foul here as the Wildcats, if they can get it inbounds, and they do. And that's Luke Shim. No foul. Cody Allen with the ball, dribbling around. Gets it over to Shim. Shim, now still not fouled. Now, Kling, no, beautiful, don't look past to Eric Gefeller. Oh, baby, how about that? 69-60, Dubert not there. Foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against the Wildcats of Wallace County. Eric Gefeller with the basket off that nice pass from her. Nate Kling has had a 3-on-1, really. And what made that play possible, the Blue Jays, they were trying to foul in the backcourt and it just didn't happen. Basket by Mason Eilert, or the free throw by Mason Eilert is good. Eilert with 5 points in the game. And he misses, so it's an 8-point lead still, and Luke Shim immediately fouled as he gets the rebound. Shim will go to the line. He's had a terrific game. He got off to a fast start in this game. He has 18 points in the game. And he'll go to the line the other way. See if he can add to this advantage and get this game finally put away somehow for the Wildcats. And Luke Shim has his team back up by 9. That free throw. And not there, but so a 9-point lead, and Blue Jays will try to do something here as Davis Dubert shoots the three. It's an air ball. Mason Eilert saves it from going out of bounds. We know the ball goes out. Eventually, Parker Gates stepped on the line. It should about do it. 70-61. Wildcats of Wallace County, Sharon Springs looking to salt away a state championship here in Dodge City. Cody Allen in a little trouble in the backcourt, calls the timeout. Larry O'Connor didn't call that one. Allen did. And they're kind of celebrating over there on the sideline. Still don't want to play it smart, even though they got the 9-point lead. That's what coaching's all about for these young guys. So, wow, what a game. Close all the way. Get 50-50 at the end of the third quarter. And again, the Wildcats of this big fourth quarter, Wallace County outscoring the Blue Jays of St. John's 20-11 in the fourth quarter. That's your obvious difference in this game. Even though the Blue Jays led most of the way until the third quarter. As Wildcats took that lead, and then Trey Dubert at the end of the third of the buzzer beater tied it all 50-50. Just a terrific 4 days of basketball here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. A big arena here on the west side of town. 4 years old, right next to the Boot Hill Casino. Hotel, Convention Center. It's got it all out here, and terrific basketball as well. Eric Gefeller, they're trying to foul him. Gefeller falls down, loses the ball, and Kling holds on. Cody Allen, and Cody Allen is fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with just 6.1 seconds left. And the fans behind me, they feel it. They have a state championship coming here. And you never quite celebrate those things, though, until that final buzzer goes off, and that's it for Davis Dubert as he fouls out of the game. And we'll see much more of him. He's only a sophomore. He and his brother Trey have been the two leading scorers all year long for this St. John Beloit team. And Lance Bergman hugging Trey Dubert as he takes him out. Trey Dubert very emotional. Also Lyndon Hake, the seniors. And that's the end of their careers. Trey Dubert leaves with 27 points in this game. He has been terrific. Larry O'Connor on the other end. They're celebrating as they're clearing the bench. Again, as we saw in the girls' game, give everybody a chance to play for a state tournament. Play for a state championship. Lance Bergman hugging his players. Obviously, these guys mean something to the coach. And Allen, Cody Allen gets it to go. Cody Allen can say he scored in the state championship. That's his first point of the game. And back up by 10. A lot of points in this game. We expected that. Two good offensive teams. Cody Allen yelling to his teammates, don't foul, don't foul. And that's going to be it, folks. That's the end of your game. And that's your championship. Wallace County, the Sharon Springs Wildcats. They are celebrating here in Dodge City as they win the Class 1A Division II basketball championship. Wallace County Wildcats paying tribute to their fans over here on the near sideline. Larry O'Connor says, give them a hand as they win it 72-61 over the defending champion, the St. John Beloit Tipton Blue Jays. 72-61 your final. Much more on this game right after this.
Time. It feels like we can never have enough. Never enough time to spend with the kids, to finish one more job, or just put your feet up. At Lewis Automotive, we understand that your time is precious. When you visit any of our dealerships in Dodge City, Garden City, or Hayes, whether it's getting an oil change or buying a new car, we'll make sure that the process is quick and easy, so you can get back to living. Lewis Automotive, sharing your time since 1977.
At Dodge City Community College, success starts here. Ranked among America's 50 most affordable community colleges with more than 60 programs of study, DC3 helps you make your dreams a reality and to do it with less debt. You can graduate from DC3 and go straight into the workforce or transfer to a four-year school to continue your education. At Dodge City Community College, we put the needs of the students first. Every successful person had to start somewhere. Take the first step and enroll today. Dodge City Community College, where your success starts here.
Well, back at United Wireless Arena here in Dodge City, I'm Leon Liebel with you as, the tournament has been completed. Our state champions have been crowned, and here on the boys' side of the bracket, the Wallace County Wildcats are champions as they defeat St. John's Beloit Tipton 72-61 in a terrific performance really by both teams. Again, the Blue Jays behind their tremendous senior, Trey Dubert, 27 points again in this game. Got his team out to the early lead. Blue Jays really led most of the game as Luke Shim trying to keep the Wildcats close. Yvonne Montez, that tough basket off the glass as we look at these highlights. And then Luke Shim again, nice touch for the lefty. And this was a game was kind of back and forth, even though again, once again, the Blue Jays really seemed to have the lead. Well, they did pretty much the entire game. A lot of this, that was Nate Kling with the tremendous take. Dubert again, he's fun to watch. He has that nice pull up, can handle the basketball. Luke Shim again. Shim was really a big part of this win for the Wildcats from Wallace County. She came, I think, to the game a little more offensive minded than we've seen earlier in this tournament. And a physical game, a hard fought game, really a clean game though, not a lot of turnovers, only 8 for Wallace County, 12 turnovers for Beloit. So again, both teams holding on to the basketball. Luke Shim, we talked about him, how good he was, and there he is again, led the team with 19 points. 19. Nate Kling was 16. Kling, though, does so many other things. His hustle was great. His rebounding was terrific. There's Lyndon Hake playing his final game with that jumper. He had 4, but Trey Dubert 27 in this game. You know, at the end of the first quarter, Beloit St. John's led by 2, 17-15, led by 2 at the end of the second, and led by 4 at the, I'll check that. Led by 4 at the end of the second. Now at the end of the third, the Wildcats, they came back. They were able to take the lead, and then Trey Dubert hit a shot right at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter, and it tied it up 50-50. There's Michael Smith, the big man, the 6'6" senior playing his final game. He was a workhorse inside. He had 4 points tonight. Grady Hammer always making something happen for the Wildcats. There's Dubert again. Trey Dubert, 6 of 15 from the field, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Wait a second, Trey Dubert, 10 of 22. Reading the wrong line there, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, and only one three-pointer for Trey Dubert. He has 27 points. That's a pretty good performance as he makes a lot of shots. And there's Nate Kling again. We talked about him a lot. Kling, look at that dish off. Yvonne Montez, you gotta like him. He'd been in foul trouble, really hadn't heard a lot from it, and then he hits a huge three-pointer that put his team up by 8 points late. There's another 3, that one from Nate Kling. And Kling, again, with 16 points. He had 2 3-pointers, 2 for 3 from the three-point line, 6 of 12 from the field. As both teams have received their medals, second-place medals for the Blue Jays and Wildcats. Memories of a lifetime right now for these young men out here on the floor. And how about Spencer Medina there? That follow, that was huge as he was fired up. And Luke Shim As we mentioned, 19 points for Shim. And Nate Kling leading his team to victory. There's Yvonne Montez, that big three that put him up by 8. And from that point on, they really never was close. And had no lick pass to Gefeller and capping it off. And Larry O'Connor celebrating on the floor. There's the state championship trophy. They are the champions of Class 1A Division II. The Wallace County Wildcats from Sharon Springs getting their revenge. It was the rematch against St. John's Beloit. They lost last year to the Blue Jays 60-58, but not tonight. They come to Dodge City on a mission. First 2 games, they won by 24 against Fowler in the opening game, 18 in the semifinals. And here they take care of the Blue Jays again. Another double-digit victory for this team, 72-61, as they will celebrate a ride home to far western Kansas with a state championship trophy. The Wildcats of Wallace County over St. John's Beloit-Tipton. The Blue Jays 72-61, and that's your final score of the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. It's been a terrific week of basketball, and thanks for being with us. I'm Leon Liebel. So long, and good night, everybody, from Dodge City.
Back in 1977, gas cost 65 cents a gallon, and Jim and Tanya Lewis opened Lewis Toyota in Dodge City. Some things change, but some things never do. Lewis Automotive Group now has 7 locations, selling multiple brands. But they still do business like they did in 1977, with an honest handshake, friendly staff, and service after the sale. Experience the Lewis difference in Dodge City, Garden City, or Hayes, or at buylewis.com.
Coaching the Dodge City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was one misstep and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashback at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning, went into surgery that afternoon, and was home by dinner. Not only does Dr. Ashback keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game. So take it from me and follow the law. Think Western Plains first.